Hello everyone, what is cooking all you good looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are in yesterday's daily challenge location, a very nice spot. We got this big house, property, building, hard to tell, but just the amount of, I don't know, decrepitness to it. The fact that it doesn't really look like what it, definitely once did. The brick and like plaster outside. I mean, I don't know how this stuff is actually made. I'm guessing it's like plaster work outside of like a brick shell. I don't know, but there you go. This place has definitely seen better days, but maybe one day it'll be restored or not. The question is, where in the world are we? And to that, I'm going to guess that we are in, should I guess Russia? I mean, it's an easy guess. Let's go a little bit more wild and guess Belarus, just for fun. Where? Up here. Let's make the guess, and the answer was, it was Latvia. Could have went even more north. Latvia. Right over here. Hopefully some of you guys figured that one out. All right, here we are in today's daily challenge location. A rugged coastline, some dry sand, rugged, unspoiled beauty. Oh, well, spoiled a little bit, I will say. Now, in reality, I really do like the look of these windmills over here. I mean, windmills, whatever, these things over here. I do like the look of these, but for whatever reason, although the, up close like this, the fact that they don't, really poke out there, and on this kind of landscape, I don't know if I like them nearly as much as I like them on a nice sort of lush green landscape. I think they tend to look better with that, but hey, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, someone's going to need to charge their iPhone. You just hook it right up to that thing. Also, interestingly enough, look at these weird, like, cylinders of mud and dirt and stuff like that. I wonder how those were, like, invented. What exactly caused those? Well, regardless, it's pretty cool. And today's daily challenge, which means it's up to you guys to tell me where in the world you think we are. All you need to do is put your guesses down in the comment section below. Tell me where in the world you think this is. In tomorrow's video's comment section, I announce the winner, the person that guesses closest. Now, there are no prizes, but there is glory to be won. So if you are interested in becoming today's top GeoGuessr, then tell me, where in the world do you think we are right now? All right, here we are in the main section of today's video, and today we've got a viewer challenge brought to us by none other than our good friend, Michael Mosca. That's right, Michael Mosca, thank you so much for sending in this one. This challenge is all about Australia and Japan, both at the same time. Wow, there you go. Thank you so much, Michael Mosca, for sending in this one. If you are interested in creating your own custom challenge, all you need to do, look down in the description below. You'll find a step-by-step guide on how to create your own custom challenge and on how to send it to me. Also, you find a link to this one so you can play along yourself. So let's get right to it. Boom! Challenge accepted. We always accept the challenges. And we start off in none other than Australia. Where in Australia? On the road from Melbourne to Adelaide. I'm just saying that. We don't know that yet. I'm sure we'll do our best to find out. We will. All right, so what do we got over here? We've got Norlunga, Victor Harbor, Raynella, and Woodcroft on the M2. Okay, if you say so. What about over here? We've got all that sort of same stuff. There's the A13. Believe it or not, we actually don't want to be going down that way. We could, maybe we'll encounter a sign this way. Tell us what we're looking at if we go the other way. Because that's what I want to see. I want to see the sign that says, what's behind me right now. I'm going forward to try and find the sign. I still don't see it. It's a little bit risky. Maybe I'll never see it. Maybe I'll never see the sign. And, if we don't, it's going to be a shame, a real shame. What about this sign? Is this, hold on. This might have said something. Oh, hold on. What? What is that? I don't really know what that sign said. So we'll go back. Marion, Glenelg, and City. Okay, so we're near a city. We know that much. A city where the M2 is something. All right. What about this? There's M1s. There's M2s. What about Glenelg? What about Marlon? We got M2 right there. The M7 turns into the M2. Winston Hills. Mackeyport, Lovecraft. All right. Well, let's see. What other city? Brisbane might have an M2. There's an A2. There is an M2. Sister Pines, Gouda, Ironbark, Marburg, Pine. Didn't we see Marburg back on the other one? Well, I'm going to say we are like right over here then. Confirmed. Adelaide. That was the next place. What is he in Glenelg? That was the next place I was going to go look. Well, got that one wrong. 2030. All right. Well, what about this? We're in Japan. So we've been told. That does look like Japanese, so I don't think we're being tricked. Yeah, that looks like Japanese to me. Okay, so we know that. Something Fukushima branch office. And then we've got a Toyota dealership. Is that a dealership? Is the Toyota logo different in Japan? No, it's not. It's the same logo. Well, then what's the deal with this thing over here? You know, that's a really good question. Let me tell you, a Toyota dealership in Japan looks very different than a Toyota dealership here. Now, maybe this is not a dealership. Maybe this is like a Toyota rental station or something like that. Because this, this looks very different than a North American dealership. You know? If you're spending those big bucks. Also, the variety of cars is quite a bit different. Like whatever the hell this thing is. That's a weird thing. I don't know what that is. That's a weird car. That's a Prius. I mean, you see those. You see those, but I don't know about those other ones. Let's go down this road. Let's see some Japanese car dealerships. Well, we got the Cosmo Mart. These like really small cars are very popular. That's nice. You don't see those on the road, like these little boxy type small cars over here. I mean, well, I'm going to say it was a Japan-only thing, but it's really not. They're, other Asian countries are quite popular there. Hell, you see a lot more of these on the road here than you do see like vehicles like this. I mean, when you see, you guys know what you see. Wherever you live, it's probably more similar. Car choices are probably more similar to where I live than it is to here. Although, other than the pickup trucks, you have to live in North America for that one. Also, what is the brand called? Hino? Is that the name of this brand? Who knows? I mean, the most interesting thing here is the cars. I mean, the buildings too, right? But what is there to see? We know we're kind of near the Fukushima area, which we know where that is. That's sort of right up here. It's like near Sendai, isn't it? Let's just call ourselves in Sendai then. Isn't that the area we're in? Or is it down here? Well, I'm going to guess we're in Sendai. The answer was, oh yeah, that's right. Fukushima's more inland. It's not on the coast. Well, whatever. 3664. Close enough. Close enough for now. Now, what about this? There's Australia as well, right? Car choices, a little bit different, but, more similar to where I live than Japan, that's for sure. There's not nearly as many of these things over here. You see them sometimes, but rarely. And there's a hell of a lot more of these, and usually they're a lot bigger. Ford F-150s and stuff like that, You drive near, you drive by like a Ford or any kind of real car dealership in anywhere outside of the city. I mean, even if you're in the city, still it's like 50%. But if you drive by a car dealership like outside of the city, it's like 95% trucks. That's it. Like they got maybe 2-3 cars in there, and then the rest is just pickup trucks. And that's the way it should be. Would I ever buy a pickup truck? I mean, I won't say never. But I really don't want one. I mean, I don't want a car that much either. I mean, there's some things that'd be nice about having a car. Make my bus ride to work a hell of a lot less long, which would be really nice. And I got to admit. But how much? And it's gonna cost me like $500-$600 a month to have a car. I mean, I think it will. These are just rough estimates by me. Kind of gas and insurance and hell, buying the car. I really want to pay that. I mean, maybe $500 or $600 is not even that much. It was going to end up being like $600, $700, $800. Who knows? I think $500 to $600 is at least a decent, okay estimate. Be realistic, you know? And like, I just think like I could do so much more with that $500 to $600. I mean, I could, a car just seems so low on my priority list. But they're all around, everywhere. Everyone's got one. They're all around us. Everyone's getting pickup trucks. Everyone's not getting pickup trucks. No one that I know drives a pickup truck, really. Well, I mean, I'm sure someone that I know does. But no one that I can think of immediately drives a pickup truck. But everyone's got cars. Just, I don't know. It doesn't seem... What I really should do here is I really should get my driver's license, because I think it's getting to the point when I'm really starting to regret not having done it. No, not really, but I'm really seeing the point where I'm really going to start regret not having done it. And that's the thing, right? That's the thing that scares me. So I haven't done it for so long that like I'm thinking, you know what, do I really need to do this? I don't need a car. Yeah, it doesn't matter that I don't need a car. I should really get my driver's license, because I in probably not that long will need one. And we'll need a license at least. Oh, and it's going to take so long to get. That's the thing. It takes too long to get. Didn't need one when I was younger. And now it's getting to the point where I can see the future. I can see me regretting it. Where the hell is Port Douglas? Port Macquarie. There's plenty of ports. Geelong, Apollo Bay. Where's this Cairn? Port Lincoln. Perth, Margaret's Bay. Where the hell is Cairn? I remember seeing... Oh, here it is. Townsville, Port Douglas. All right. Let's say we're in Cairns. Let's make the guess, and the answer was yes, 6329. All right. Back to Japan. And what do we got now? We've got places that I do not recognize. Places whose names I do not recognize, but that might just be like little towns and stuff like that, or little like, neighborhoods. Malaysia. Oh, there you go. Endless celebrations. Remember, tourismmalaysia.gov.my. There's endless celebrations going on in Malaysia, folks. Remember that. So you can, take your trips to Malaysia. This looks nice. It's kind of this right over here. Look at that. It's not too crowded. The roads are nice. The lines are painted on thick on the road with all sorts of instructions. People are just nicely walking by. The streets are clean. It just looks nice. Look at this. It also looks sort of depressing and sad, and like, what the hell do you do? Like, it looked like this building over here to me looks like, you would walk in there and you would have to deal with just a lot of paper every day. Stacks, like 600-700 sheets of paper. Maybe this is not an office building, but to me, it looks like an office building where, you're going to have to sort through like 700-800 like sheets of paper every day, write a whole bunch of crap on them, really crunch the numbers. You'll have a computer, but like you'll barely really use it. You'll be inputting numbers from a piece of paper to an Excel spreadsheet and printing it off and signing it 4 times. Oh, some like really soul-crushing work that it feels like a computer could just do in like 3 seconds, but for whatever reason, a human is doing it. For whatever reason. That's the kind of work that goes on in that building. And then you go home, you got like 1 hour, and you come back. You do this 12 hours a day. That's what goes on in that building over there. Wow. Well, there you are. What place is this? Would I like to live in Japan? Well, I'll have to decide. I'd have to go to... I don't know if I need to go to Japan first. I mean, it seems like that'd be really thrilling, right? Going and living in Japan. Probably would be pretty thrilling. It'd be interesting. I'll tell you, this doesn't really look like where I live. That's for sure. That'd be pretty fun, actually. I'd like it. Would I go live in Japan? Sure. Sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, there's a lot of countries that I'd say sure to. Why not? But not permanently. But, just go live there for a while. Sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. Where do I think this is? I really don't know. I feel like we're pretty south. I don't know why. I feel like this is a like there's really nothing that indicates to me where we really are. Like I just don't know. I'll go down this way and see maybe. Like, what does this say? Is there anything? Sapporo. All right. Well, I guess we're north now. So we're going to go over there and we're going to say north. Sapporo. Right there. The answer is yes, indeed. 6461. All right. Very good. And finally, we find ourselves in Australia. Where in Australia? This is going to be, I don't know where this is going to be. Like Darwin or something. Discover the Clare Valley something center. All right, discover within. Oh, that's always good. What is that stupid commercial that plays on TV? It plays on. Okay. Well, first of all, you guys know what is the absolute worst network. Now, you would have to probably be. I don't know if you can get this in not America. I mean, you can get it in Canada, but I don't know what other countries you can get this channel in. The Game Show Network. That is the channel with the absolute worst commercial of life. And one of the ones that I really dislike the most, Mid-North Motor Co. All right, Mid-North. All right. Clicking on Alice Springs for now. The one that I dislike the most is, I don't know what it is. It's some sort of insulin dispenser. Or maybe it's not even some kind of insulin dispenser. Whatever, some kind of medication where it's not really the medication. Maybe the medication is what's on there, but they've got some sort of neat delivery thing. You stab your arm and press a button or whatever, not. But like the slogan for this is "Press the button to activate your within," which doesn't make any goddamn sense. Press the button to activate your within. Oh God. I mean, that's just a really terrible slogan, but it's not really one of the depressing ads. I mean, there's a lot of them. Like, half the ads are for life insurance or for things you won't get, things you're pre-approved for, like all of this sort of coverage and stuff like that. And, make funeral arrangements today, because if you don't, your kids are going to be left with a burden, and you wouldn't want to burden your kids, God knows when you die, the first thing they'll be thinking is, fuck, now I got to make funerals for this bitch. You don't want to leave them thinking that, right? Oh, but I think possibly the worst one on that one, the Game Show Network. I mean, I guess it's just, it's really old people that watch it. And that, and in America, you can do those like commercials for like pills and medicines and things like that, which you don't really see in Canada. And you can also do ones for lawyers and stuff like that, which also you can't really do in Canada. And thank God, because those are two of the worst types of commercials. Just make those illegal. Because they're honestly the two worst kinds of commercials. Pills and lawyers. Also, while you're at it, make insurance commercials illegal too. I mean, might as well, right? Because that stuff, those are also pretty bad. Those come in third place. Definitely. But I would say the worst commercial that I've ever seen is a commercial for pre-lubricated catheters. Pre-lubricated catheters. You keep them right in your pocket. You slip them in your dick when you need them. So there you go. I mean, what a commercial, right? Yeah, that's not what you want to see when you're watching, the Family Feud. You're watching Steve Harvey. Well, not even Steve Harvey. He doesn't make an ass of himself on there. When you're watching, questions like, oh, what is something that starts with a C that your wife puts in her mouth? And then someone says, cock. And Steve Harvey's like, oh, it's like the same fucking thing every day. Like, what was the last thing you asked for in bed that your wife said no to? And he's supposed to say like, changing the pillowcases. Ooh, can I sleep on the left side of the bed? It's always like the answer is like obvious answer, right on there, or like what What body part of your wife do you wish was bigger? Or, yeah, it's just like the fucking same thing. You're like, we asked 100 ladies, God, it's always the same thing. Port Augusta. Let's just click on that. Claire. Whatever. 2871. 2871. There you go. Beautiful. So we started off in none other than Adelaide, not near Brisbane. Then we went to good old Fukushima. Then we went to none other than Cairns. Well, whatever. Then we went to Sapporo. And finally, we found ourselves in Clare, right over here north of Adelaide. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed 21,355. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.
Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good one.